Hello, everyone, and welcome to your reading. So, today's reading, I wanted to get messages from the inner child regarding why are we separated from our twin flame. So, let's go ahead and get some cards. Why are we not with our twin flame? Okay, so we have two cards here, and the first one is thirst, craving, compulsion, obsession. So I'm getting that within this energy, I'm picking up that there is almost like a really, obsession. So your inner child is saying that they are having these intense feelings of desire that are kind of like you just want to, I heard the word consume. You just want to literally consume your twin flame, your divine masculine, divine feminine. There is that energy that's what your inner child is feeling. Your inner child feels completely drawn to your counterpart in the sense of in like a physical sense, in a emotional sense, that your inner child is craving to consume them in any and all ways possible, which is quite normal for any child that really wants something. They really desire it, and all they can do is think about it and be obsessed about it. So it's quite understandable that when your inner child has kind of latched on to something or someone, being your twin flame, that all they can do is think about your twin flame and be consumed by thoughts of desire. So I'm getting that because of this intense desire, that it is causing somewhat of an unbalance. And because of this unbalance, this is what's causing the separation from your twin flame currently, because it's just gotten to the point where it's become an obsession, it's become a compulsion, it's this constant craving that can't even be filled when you are with your twin flame. Whether you're in communication, it's like it is never, ever, ever enough. So your inner child is having this constant craving and wanting your twin flame obsessively. So let's get some clarifying cards as to this obsession, this craving, constant hunger for your twin flame. Okay, so we have Seven of Wands. So I'm getting from this card that in order for it to be harmonious and balanced, there is this connection, but this connection must have balance. The reason why the separation is because of this constant, almost obsessive behavior, obsessive thoughts, that there is no room for this harmony and peacefulness and balance, tranquility. So in order, the reason why you're in separation right now is because there needs to be this happening within yourself. Therefore it can then be reflected in your twin flame relationship. When you have this balance within your inner child relationship, then there can be this harmony and union with your twin flame. So this card is really calling to balance your inner child relationship, kind of satisfy this hunger. What I like to do is whenever my inner child is feeling something like a constant hunger or thirst, I help support my inner child by saying affirmations. So I say things like, I am satisfaction, I am completion, I am fulfillment. So these affirmations can really help you change your state of being, so that it can help to support your inner child. Okay, and I'm also getting justice. So there needs to be kind of justice. Your inner child wants justice. Your inner child wants fairness because he or she has felt like it's been unfair. Maybe, the separation has been because of certain behaviors, and your inner child wants justice. I'm not getting the sense of revenge, but sometimes children, they don't know how to deal with their negative feelings, and so the only way they feel that they can let these feelings go is by having this feeling of justice through revenge. So this really needs to be healed, which is also causing separation from your twin flame, because there cannot be harmony within the twin flame relationship if there are feelings, deep-seated feelings of resentment and revenge. Your inner child has been hurt through the relationship, just hurt in general, so not to place blame on anyone or anything, but the inner child learns about life through hurt and through pain and sorrow and through relationship. And so your inner child is seeking justice, but you can really help shed light on the situation as you're doing your spiritual, exercises, your meditation, your healing work, your inner work. This can really work to help your inner child just get to a state of feeling complete and whole within him or herself, so that there is not this need to want to take revenge out on your twin flame. So this is something that's really holding you back from each other, because it's being reflected in both relationships. So when this is reflected in one, it is automatically there for your twin flame partner. So the second card we pulled from your inner child is Love Conquers All. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. So this is another reason why your twin flame and you are being separated at the moment, because your inner child has this intense feeling of being loyal to you, to the relationship. Your inner child doesn't want anyone else. Your inner child just feels compelled to be with you, and you're the only one. And because of this, kind of like when a dog holds on really tightly to a chew toy and doesn't want to let go, it's kind of that energy of your inner child not wanting to let go of the relationship. And when this happens, it tends to actually repel the relationship, because we are unable to let go. So this is something that's really actually preventing you from being in harmony with your twin flame, for being in union, because of the inner child energy that just doesn't want to let go and can't move on and cannot let go of the outcome. So your inner child is not wanting you to see anyone else, not wanting you to be open to any new relationship. They are secretly holding on to this, everlasting love that conquers all. So let's get a clarifying card for this not letting go, love conquers all, loyalty, eternal love. Let's get another card for clarity. Ooh. Okay, so again, wands. So this one came out first, and so this is new beginnings, like a new relationship. So this is the reason why, because your inner child does not want to begin with anyone else, which is the reason why you need to assist your inner child in saying, like, let's be open to letting go of our divine counterpart, our divine twin flame, because if it's not working out right now, we need to be open to it not being that person. But what I'm really getting more is that the reason why there is not there is separation is because there is not balance within your relationship with your inner child. There needs to be this balance so that the balance and harmony can be manifest in the 3D world. So in order for there to be union, in order for there to be harmony, your inner child really needs to get to a space of wholeness, of completeness, of balance in everyday life. So this is really stating, that the inner child needs to become whole and complete before there can be reunion with your twin flame. Okay, so what else is going on? What other messages can we get from the inner child, our inner child relationship, that can give us insight on what is separating us from our twin flame? So this is redemption, absoluteness, forgiveness, penance. So this card is saying that your inner child constantly needs this feeling of forgiveness, of being forgiven for everything that he or she has felt that they did wrong in life, that they did wrong in this relationship. They feel very sorry for how they may have been. They may not always admit or acknowledge the behaviors or the actions that they took in the relationship, but they are sorry, and they are sorry because they don't have you in their life. So they're really feeling the sorry for what they have done, and what they really are looking for is forgiveness. But what I'm really getting from this card is that they first of all need forgiveness from you. They're as the adult, to forgive your inner child, and that really helps for self-forgiveness. Sometimes we don't really know how to forgive ourselves. We don't know what process that is or what steps to take, and other than just letting go. But when you tell your child and be in dialogue with your inner child, saying that it's okay, I forgive you for anything that you've done and anything that you've said, because that's where you were and that's the pain that you felt, and it's okay, we can move on, and we can work on the things together so that we not only hurt ourselves, but we don't hurt the ones that we love. So they're really wanting this forgiveness. It's a big reason why there is still separation, because unless there is true forgiveness with our inner child, we cannot forgive our divine masculine or our divine feminine. So let's get some clarifying cards on this forgiveness card. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. So this card is signifying that there needs to be a solid foundation. So I'm getting from this Tower and saving up like the Pentacles. So without this strong foundation for the relationship, there won't, it's difficult for it to be long lasting. So there'll be good periods and then it'll crumble again because of these issues of forgiveness. So what's keeping you apart is, unless there is true forgiveness, there won't be the ability to create the strong foundation for your relationship. And again, with these cards, it's so clear to see that it has to be equal. It has to be balanced. There has to be equilibrium within ourselves, within our inner child, in order for that to manifest in the 3D, in our 3D relationship with our twin flame. Because in reality, we are never separate. We are never separated from our twin flame. We are eternally together. We are always together in the 5D. But unless we have this that we deal with in the 3D, and that is our inner child, that is who we are inside, we are our inner child through our physical bodies. Our inner child relates to the world through our physical body. We are the inner child. Unless we truly get this equilibrium with our relationship to ourself through our inner child, this won't be possible within our twin flame relationship. Okay, so let's see what else we have. What other messages do we have from our twin flame, from our inner child regarding our twin flame relationship? So I pre-shuffled all these cards. I just kind of like to give them an extra shuffle to kind of wake them up. So what are some other messages we can receive from our inner child regarding separation? Why are we in separation? Okay, Archangel Michael. So I'm getting from this card that sometimes our inner child struggles with feelings and emotions and situations and people, and sometimes they, just like we as adults, don't really know how to cope with these things. The inner child sometimes feels very overwhelmed, and because of the darkness of this card, I'm getting the inner child feels like they're somewhat in the dark. This card is coming to kind of I guess signify that there is guidance with you always, that this is a message to you that you can share with your inner child, that your inner child is not alone, that not only are you there, even though it seems like we are not always present, but that we are there for our inner child, to support our inner child and to love our inner child. And there is always divine guidance. There is always justice to really equal things out, like karma. So your inner child doesn't have to feel like all is lost, that there's never going to be light again, because you're always being divinely guided. You're always being divinely supported by the universe, by just the things they're being guided to do with divine guidance. Okay, so Archangel Michael is there. There is support from the universe. Whether you believe in angels or not, there is a energy out there that is supportive, that is looking out for you, that is protecting you. So Archangel is an angel of protection. So just to reassure your inner child that there is protection, that you don't need to fear this twin flame connection, even though it is the relationship that can, ignite the most excruciating pain I'm getting, but that there is always protection, and not to be afraid to fully open your heart to this twin flame connection, because there is always protection and guidance, and the relationship exists so that you can experience pure bliss and joy and the highest love that is out there. So this is just a message, that to give you support in your twin flame relationship. So let's get some messages. From the codependency. Okay, so separation. This one is soulmate, and the third one is pay attention to the red flags. Okay, so the first one we have is separation. So this is just confirmation that the messages that you are receiving, and not just from this reading, but in general, are really meant for you, because you are seeking, guidance and help on this journey. And this relationship brings about tremendous spiritual growth and strength, because it's not easy to endure a twin flame relationship. It is not easy to accept that this is, a relationship that you're eternally bound together as one. Well, we are all one, and it's not easy to not let go, and it is not easy. It's not easy to stay, and it's not easy to let go. So this separation is just a confirmation that there needs to be still some growth and some just space and time apart, and not to really worry about when or where or how. Once we get past that, then we have that freedom to really live our truest selves without anything holding us back of, okay, you know, when am I going to be with my twin flame? All I want to do is be with them. So let's get another card of clarification. So yes, so this is definitely a card that's confirming the inner strength that is developing within yourself because of this separation. So I'm getting that the separation is really needed because a lot of healing is required. And because I do readings for the inner child, I am getting that the separation will continue unless we really look into the dark parts of our healing work, our shadow self, where the inner child also resides. We have to be open and brave to really bring those things to light, what we may not want to acknowledge, what's in our blind spot. And so through the separation, you are going to overcome and just gain a tremendous sense of strength, not just for the relationship, but for who you are and what you stand for and what you bring to this world. Okay, so the next one was soulmate. So this is a confirmation. If you are watching this video, it's just a confirmation to you that yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, this is your twin flame. This is your home, and the work that you're doing is paying off because the universe is confirming it, the universe is supporting it, and the universe is reaching out to you through messages, through dreams, through all these readings that you're being attracted to. It is confirming that they are your twin flame. So 3 of Cups. So I'm getting that within this relationship, there is a lot of energy flowing between you, between the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and your inner child. There is much guidance, there is much healing that is being brought to your inner child to create balance within the relationship. There is tremendous amount of emotion that's going on right now, and that is because you're feeling the energies more intensely of your twin flame connection. So not to worry, because again, your relationship is being divinely guided and protected, and the universe is working with you very strongly because your growth that you have gone through through your evolution is kind of like making you this strong warrior to stand up for love, to be an advocate, to be an ambassador of love, to, you know, share with the world your twin flame love and to ignite that flame within others until this entire world becomes a world of 5D twin flames. So it's a really beautiful mission, and, you know, each twin flame takes on that mission in their own personal way. But this is really what I'm getting. You're being, you know, really supported by the universe. Okay, so pay attention to the red flags in any relationship, especially with our twin flame relationships. There are also signs that are cautioning us to, you know, to give attention to. So let's see what in particular are the red flags pertaining to within your twin flame relationship, within your inner child relationship. Okay, I guess I'll take those 3. Okay, Temperance. So I'm getting here that you're being called to awaken, and anything that is preventing you from awakening to your mission, to your twin flame relationship, to your inner child relationship is not benefiting you. So the universe is waking you up, is wanting you to find balance in your life, because wherever there is imbalance, it actually prevents the energy from flowing, from moving freely. So I'm getting that, we have to wake up and to allow that energy to flow within us, because when we go unconscious again after we've been awakened by our twin flame relationship, if we slip back into unconsciousness, the energy just becomes stagnant and nothing grows, nothing thrives, nothing lives. So I'm really getting that part of this card here is to just stay woke. Keep, I want to say, keep exploring, keep gaining knowledge on who you are, on your relationships, on, what is actually preventing you from being without your twin flame. And then the next card is the Emperor. So I think, I hope it's focusing. I apologize if it's not. I'm using a different camera, a different phone. So I'm getting from this card that the divine masculine is needing some guidance because of red flags that are coming up. So maybe, again, going back to imbalance, your divine masculine is going through tremendous amount of growth. I want to say so very quickly. And sometimes this tends to affect the physical body. Maybe your divine masculine is unable to sleep properly or get enough sleep or rest because of the intense energies that are going through. And almost like for divine feminines who may have been on this journey for a much longer time, may have kind of transitioned slowly into the new energies, your divine masculine is on super warp speed, trying to catch up to the light of where you are in the relationship. And so he's going through this, warp speed of not wanting, but of to be in the same kind of vibration. He is doing his best to keep up so that you do have the same vibration. And so anything that gets in the way of your divine masculine not staying open and unblocked, I think this red flag is something to do with sometimes your divine masculine needs a break from the energies, from the growth, from the stimulation, from everything. They need a break from you, but they want to keep going. So divine masculines, this is a message for you to just, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling weary, if you're feeling not well, to really pay attention to your body and to really take care of yourself, because the energies are super intense. Your divine feminine has had maybe more time to acclimate to the energies. So just know that it's not right or wrong, but that you are supported by your divine feminine and by the universe. So to take heed and, really take care of yourself. Yes, so the Devil card. So any addictions, anything that is keeping you entrapped, whether that is mentally, maybe physically, in relationships, any relationships that you have, anything that's, keeping you stuck, to pay attention to this and to know that, this is just temporary. This was all part of your growth and learning, that you are moving through this energy of the devil. You are moving through it because you do have the support of your divine feminine. She's actually experiencing this with you. And because she is with you, she's helping you move through it. So you're not alone on this journey. Even though you may be in separation, you are not alone. Again, you are never alone. And so when you free yourself from these addictions, from these patterns or things that are holding you back, it frees your twin flame, and then you can have union. Okay, so let's get another card. This is already 30 minutes, so this might be our last card. What is our last message regarding our twin flame relationship, our inner child relationship? Any last messages that the universe has for us? Now they all want to come out, and we're only going to pick one, or else this reading can go on forever. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So this is such a beautiful card to end off the reading, because like the card earlier of Archangel Michael, the universe really wants to tell you that you and your twin flame are protected. You and your inner child, the transformation that you are both going through in your relationship is being completely protected. So even though at times it may feel very strange and very new and very different, and sometimes very dark, to know that this is all part of, you know, bringing everything to light, coming into the light. This is a new horizon, coming out of the darkness. There has always been the divine light there showing you the way. You've always had guidance, protection. And so not to worry if over the next, you know, the next while you feel kind of strange, have these strange sensations, almost like fears. It's because you're opening up your inner child to the light, because your inner child has been in the darkness for a very long time. And so it feels strange. You may be experiencing strange sensations, but it's all good, because you will come to light. You have divine protection always with you. And if ever you feel unsure, just say your affirmations, and you can just say the words, I am protection. And then literally everything comes to light and your inner child can feel safe again. So it is a new journey. This inner child journey is different. It's like nothing we've ever really experienced before, but it is an amazing way to go within, to really find out who you are inside, because your inner child is you. Your inner child is all your wishes and dreams that have not come to fruition yet. Your inner child holds on to all of that, holds on to all of that energy, all of that emotion that has stemmed from, you know, your evolution from a baby to a human. So I just want to say that you are all doing a great job, because it's not an easy job. It hasn't been an easy journey for any twin flame relationship, for the divine feminines and the divine masculines. So hopefully this reading gave you some insight as to why you are experiencing separation, but you are not really separated. There is no such thing as separation. Separation is just an illusion. So in order to have this divine connection and union in the 3D, we do have to go within, because that's where everything starts. So again, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you all so much for tuning in, for watching my videos, for supporting my channel, and for following me on Instagram. Please reach out to me and message me. I'd love to connect. I love to get to know this community and everybody out there interested in my readings. Thank you again so much. Until our next reading, I'm wishing you all so much love and light.